One golfer, same club head speed, same golf club. Two very different outcomes. The first was a weak, high ball flight, sometimes thin as well. The second was that piercing, penetrating flight, the one that you've always wanted. The difference is around 10 to 15 yards in distance. But how did we achieve that? Well, it all starts here at P2, and in this video we're going to fix that for you as well. Okay, here's what's happening to thousands of golfers worldwide, maybe you included, and I see this all of the time through the golfers that send me videos for their free swing analysis or my subscribing lessons that come back to me for regular weekly and monthly lessons. And it's really key, it's really obvious within that fault is as soon as this golf club goes in behind the body, two things happen. The shaft gets too flat and the face often gets open. It's very rare that I see a really nice neutral club face with the shaft angle still flat. The moment this happens, you as a golfer need to create manipulations. You can't come back to the golf ball from here. So you're going to create a manipulation where you steepen the angle and you have to try and close the face. And in doing so, we create more problems. Now, to prove that point quickly, I'm just going to use some data to show you. I'm going to get my grip position. So if we look at the extension in my left wrist, which is basically the cupping action of my left wrist, I'm in around plus 23 of extension here at setup. And as I take this golf club away and I get the golf club too much on the inside, you'll notice how it's increased to plus 30. Okay, so I've increased the cupping action in my lead wrist. Now, if I just take my setup, and if I increase the cupping action of my lead wrist, you'll notice the face opens, okay? So what's happening in your takeaway, as your golf swing goes on the inside and you create more of this extension / cupping action, the club face is opening, okay? Now on the downswing, you've got to rectify that. If you don't, you will get that kind of higher, weaker ball flight that, even that was a beautiful strike, but it's gone super high and it's only carried 137 yards, albeit granted off a 65-mile-an-hour club head speed. But the process there is the fact that I've created and opened the club face. I've effectively turned my 7-iron into a 9-iron. Whilst I've got HackMotion already on my wrist, I'm going to show you one of my favourite drills to stop that using HackMotion. But later in the video, I'm going to give you another drill that you can use if you don't have HackMotion. If you are interested in HackMotion, there is a link down in the description below. Feel free to check it out. The beauty of HackMotion right now is I can follow it. It's going to give me audio feedback to let me know if I'm in the correct position. This is the case in point. So I'll take my setup, start my backswing. If I go too inside, it doesn't like it. It tells me I'm in the wrong place. Now I'm going to go and try and find it. There we are, we're perfect. And also what you'll notice, folks, from down the line is that the shaft angle is parallel to my alignment stick that's on the ground, which is pointing out to my target. So that's a perfect reference point for you as well, outside of looking at data. So we'll try that again. So straight away now I'm looking at the shaft angle, making sure it basically corroborates with that orange alignment stick on the ground. And straight away I'm starting to feel what I'm doing with my wrist angles. It's going to allow me to even get some exaggeration. It's keeping me in the green even when I'm over here. This is obviously not where I want to be, but it's encouraging me to exaggerate the feeling. Let's try that one again. We'll take our setup. It likes me being on the outside to exaggerate it, finish my swing, and I can even hit a shot. Even there, wow, straight away. I pulled it slightly left, but the ball flight was beautiful, 74 miles an hour, and suddenly it's carried 157 yards. So I'm already up on where I would have been at the start of this video. What this drill is going to do is going to make me do it 5 or 6 times, get into the right position at setup, get a feel for it, get a visual on it. Then it asks me to finish the swing and then hit the shot. Oh wow, that's lovely. And because it's allowing me to get into position, visually check it, I know I'm in the right place, it's giving me audio feedback, then it's inviting me to hit the swing from there. It's like go from that position to the top of your swing and hit your golf shot. So what I would suggest is you do the drill. You do your 5 takeaway practice swings. You do your 5 swings where it invites you to then finish the swing and hit the shot. Then I would come out of the drill, go on to guided practice, where it'll ask you then to hit 5 shots. And you're going to be able to see if you've improved, okay? So the beauty of this is you get direct feedback. It's not going to give you, on the guided practice, it's not going to give you feedback during the shot, but it will give you feedback after. So if we go in, if I hit 5 shots, we're going to go in, and hopefully, if I practice correctly, we're going to see all green on my takeaway. Now that is a fast-tracked version of what's going to happen. It's going to take you a little bit longer, but you persevere through this drill and it will be faster than you think. Okay, so before I get into the final drill, if you click down in the link below, you're going to see a link to my Skillist coaching profile. On there, you're going to have access to a free 3-video takeaway course. It goes deeper into the takeaway than a YouTube video can do. It's 3 videos to help you understand your takeaway, understand the takeaway we want to get to and the benefits of that, and more drills for you to work on. It'll cost you absolutely nothing. Just click the link and also let me know what you think of the series. All right, so allow me to put a little bit more meat on the bone for you. This whole way of coaching breeds into my own coaching philosophy. I worked at the Pete Counter Golf Academy for 4 years of my coaching career, and before that I was a coach at the European Tour Performance Institute. I've seen players using this drill with and without HackMotion, getting the golf club set into the correct place, and I'm a true believer that P2 is a hugely important area of the golf swing to set up the rest of your swing. If we can get this golf club traveling from the ground to waist height really early on, before the hands have even traveled from the center of your stance to the outside of your trail leg, what happens from here is we've got the face angle in a nice neutral position, and we've got this trail elbow nicely hinged into the body. These 2 angles create the shaft angle, a perfect shaft angle for this backswing, and also creates that connectivity between your arms and your body to create that rotational lift to the top of the backswing. Also, what this takeaway can do is act like a bit of a blueprint for your delivery position. That would be a beautiful delivery position where we've got the elbow, the shoulder, the elbow and the wrist in a nice straight line, vertical straight line, with the shaft angle horizontal, okay? This would be a great place to be. The golf club is still very high. It's tracking to hit down onto the golf ball, and in doing so, that's what's going to give us compression. We're going to get the ball first and then the turf. For me as a coach, I'm not that bothered if you're in to out or out to in. I don't care if you're 6 degrees out to in. 6 degrees in to out can still be a scratch golfer. Too many players get obsessed with this swing path number. It's important, of course it is, but the ultimate importance for me with these iron shots is making sure that you create that compressed ball strike. The second and final drill in this video is called the thigh gate 5 o'clock drill. Okay, so because we're going to look at 2 checkpoints within this move, and it's very similar to what we've just done through HackMotion. The difference is you don't get the audio feedback and you don't get to look at your numbers and you look at your positions and manipulate your positions based on the data. You're going to look at your positions based on these alignment sticks. You're not going to know from an audio feedback if you've done it correctly. You're only going to know from visual, and ultimately the ball will tell you as well. So the thigh gate 5 o'clock drill. First of all, we're going to take our setup. Now, as I mentioned earlier on, I like to see the golf club get to waist height before my hands get past my right thigh. So I want you to imagine there's a little gate about, give yourself a bit of leeway, so maybe an inch outside of your trail thigh. So here's a gate. I don't want my hands to get there without the golf club already being up to waist height, okay? So I don't want to create this long, wide, low arcing motion away from the ball. I want my hands to work towards the gate, and in doing so, if you can imagine, you get a golf, take the clock off the wall, put it on the ground, and 6 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and therefore we have 5 o'clock, okay? Now, as your hands move towards the gate I want the shaft of the golf club going to 5 o'clock. Now, if I was to tell you the perfect takeaway looks about here where the shaft's at 6, but then we also come to the conclusion that your bad position's at 8 o'clock, let's work on practicing what 5 o'clock looks and feels like. So there's the gate. We're going to get the golf club parallel to the ground and at 5 o'clock before the hands reach the gate. Okay, start that again. You could do, by the way, I'm doing this one-handed to show the point, but honestly the one-handed drill for a takeaway is incredible as well. There's a nice little Brucey bonus for you. So hand there, just so you know, before that lead hand gets past the trail thigh, I want the shaft of the club at 5 o'clock and parallel to the ground. And also what you're doing here is understanding that the wrist angle actually doesn't go up and down into more extension. It doesn't go into flexion. It goes to 45 degrees. Okay, so from there, my hands are not going to get past my trail thigh. Up into position. I can check it because I can see that alignment stick on the ground. I can check it because I can see my glove hasn't gone past my trail thigh. And then from there, I'm going to just go for it. Oh, that went a lot better than I expected. Beautiful strike. I got the ball first. I've got it on the green. I think it's actually quite close. Pure fluke, obviously, because I wasn't even looking at where I was going. But I got the ball first and then I got the compression afterwards. It is a brilliant drill. You're understanding, from this drill, you're understanding where the hands need to travel by the time the club gets to a certain point and vice versa. I see a lot of the times when the hands are waist height and the golf club's still below the hands here and again inside, and you're in trouble. You're in trouble. You're going to really struggle to compress the ball from there. So hands to the gate, club to 5 o'clock, finish the swing. Oh my days. Beautiful. I'm actually very surprised at myself here. I shouldn't be, because that's the whole point of the video. Guys, if you feel like this video has helped you and your game and your understanding of the takeaway, please do hit that subscribe button. Also, you've got free access to a takeaway course via my Skillest coaching profile. The link is in the description. Go and check that out. It's completely free, literally free. It'll take you 30 seconds. Also, if you've enjoyed the data and the audio feedback from HackMotion, the link for that is also down in the description below. Guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I'll see you next time.